You pinned this all on me that I'm lazy and shit. What did you say that I could do before we got together? You said that what you believe in is that the man takes care of the family and I could cook and clean and be a stay-at-home mom. That's what he told me when we first got together.
I've had now several people hit me up, either on email or in comments or different places saying, hey, you know, I sent them a cash app, and then they sent me a request, you know. We got to stop doing that.
No, she didn't get that without spending no money, y'all. She lying. She went on my
I'm
card.
not lying.
She went on my card without me knowing and ordered them nails.
You're standing right now.
Yeah.
This is like not even a week later.
Yeah, so
you're standing.
I mean, you gotta talk to the girl who cried wolf. I can't move or none of that. You gotta talk to her. She's stuck on being a child, y'all. Somebody need to really give Iliana a reality check.
Some people noticed on the last interview, you had your nails done. And so
they
some
weren't
of the
even
people,
real nails. They're actually just press-ons. I just take them from the store.
Okay. Okay, so
I have a stealing problem.
What's up, YouTube? It's the fall time, and we are on daddy duty. So if I'm not getting as much content out, bear with me. Make sure you tap in with my daily lives on the B-side. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews. All right, with the update, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You in this golden skin. Are you the golden child? He turned around on that. He's like, who talking about me? You steal the show every time, man, every time. All right, so Iliana, I just told you this one's going to be a little spicy, right? Because I got to talk to y'all as Big Brother Marcus, okay? Now, on the last interview that we did, you know, I kind of gave y'all a premonition, a forewarning, like, hey, if this guy doesn't work, what are you going to do as far as bringing money in?
I mean, what we thought about is he's looking for another job, and we're still in the process of moving, and I'm about to start working, and one of my friends that's like a long friend from like childhood and stuff, they live up the street, and they're gonna babysit him for me so we can both have income coming in and both work. I'm probably just gonna work at the grocery store as a cashier, which I don't care because I like to work. I do. I mean, cashier.
You can only work like but so many hours
I
though
know.
with you getting your checks, right?
I know. Yeah, and I put like I keep going up there and telling them like, hey, I put my application in. What's the update, and all that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's my first job. I love being a cashier, and with my hands, I love being a cashier. I like doing it. So,
all right, well, we gonna get to the hands later.
Yeah, we're looking for him.
I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up the hands thing later. But okay, because you know, Tone's your husband, right? He's got to work, and you're standing right now.
Yeah.
This is like not even a week later.
Yeah. So
you're standing.
They gave me perk 5s. I'm not even gonna lie about that. They gave me perk 5s. Tone said I started walking with the boot because the crutches started giving me a rash. Like I couldn't deal with the crutches. I've never walked on crutches and I couldn't deal with it. And then like it started yesterday where I was trying to like walk a little bit and put my shoe on, and like I almost did fall because my ankle did twist around, but it's just bruised. Like it's just bruised around it, and my whole ankle is just bruised. And I'm not wearing a whole boot until December 31st. That's when my orthopedic doctor is, and I think that's dumb. Why do I have to wait till the end of the year to go to the orthopedics if my foot was supposed to be broken? Tone thinks it probably just fractured and they just popped it back in place. So I mean, right now it hurts when I walk, like when I do this, because it's bruised. But I mean, I'll manage. All right,
so Iliana, listen, this is Big Brother Marcus talking to you. You know, I always come in love, okay? But I gotta just be straight up about what's going on here, okay? All right, so the first things is that, you know, we talked about the money situation. I've had now several people hit me up, either on email or in comments or different places saying, hey, you know, I sent them a cash app, and then they sent me a request, you know. We got to stop doing that.
Yeah, I know. We just need a bit for food, but we're about to like start going to this community thing that gives out food and stuff.
Well, especially because I guess some people noticed on the last interview, you had your nails done. And so
They
some
weren't
of the
even
people.
real nails. They're actually just press-ons. I just take them from the store. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie.
Okay. So you.
I have a stealing problem sometimes, but my friend gave me these. They're just press-ons.
Okay, because
I don't get my nails
every
done.
time, if every time we got a new video and you got new nails,
Nah,
the people at home are looking like, well, hold on, like, what's going on? Like, I ain't got no new nails, and I'm sending her $5, $10, or whatever on Cash App.
I have a problem with stealing. I need to get out of that. I'm not proud of it because that's a sin on my soul.
There goes our guy.
She spending too much money on bullshit. And she lazy.
All right,
I'm
Tone.
not lazy. I told you last night that I'm gonna get a job, and if you want to watch him or my sister watches him, that's fine. Or we could both get
Well,
a job.
let's. I was about to say, let me kind of give it to you guys straight, okay? All right, now we love y'all. All right, and I actually want to still do a virtual baby shower for Baby Divine, right? We do a virtual
He raising the
baby
eyebrow
shower.
like, what are y'all talking about? Look.
Yeah, we talking about you.
You're like, what are y'all talking about?
All right, we want to do a virtual baby shower for him to just kind of support you guys and everything else. But the support has to be organic.
Yeah.
It can't be to where you're sending requests. It was multiple people that hit me with this. So it wasn't just one or two people, right? So that's the first thing I wanted to address. The second thing is Tone.
Yo,
Brother Tone, listen, man, you're like a little bro, right?
yeah.
But here's the thing, man. You're the man in this relationship. You're the husband, right? And I said it on the last interview, man. A man that don't work, don't eat. And so you were saying that you was taking off because of her situation with the ankle. But here she is a week later, and she's standing up. She's standing up with the baby.
Perfectly fine. Like nothing happened.
Well, but that's on you.
That ain't on me.
Well, who is it on? So you're a man that's gonna blame the woman instead of taking your leadership position.
No, it's not that. I asked him.
Hold on,
Iliana.
Iliana, how old are you?
I'm 19.
How old am I? I'm 41 years
Oh,
old.
yeah, you the same as my dad. I forgot you told me.
Okay, I'm 41 years old. So, with due respect, allow me to kind of school you guys right now, give you guys a little bit of a spiciness, but at the end of the day, it's something that you need to hear. Because I hear what you're saying, but the fact is that, Tone, you're the man, you're the husband, and ultimately everything falls back on you. Okay, so whatever decisions get made in this relationship, whatever happens to this family, you're the one who has leadership. You have the leadership role.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying boring you right now?
Nah, I just woke up.
You spoke up. You know he just.
Okay, because it's like, for instance, even when you said the thing about the bus driver that time, right? And I said, hey, no, listen, it's one thing if they get a free ride or whatever, but you as a man can't be asking for stuff for free.
I wasn't asking for me. I was asking for them.
Well, you was asking for you too, though.
I was asking for them. If I got money to go somewhere and they don't want supposed to do.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I give the money to them and let them do it nice.
all right, well, here's the thing, right? So, what is the plan? Because, like I say, man, don't work, don't eat. It sounds like you don't necessarily have the job that you had available to you anymore. And
Marcus, I can always go and get another job through the same place I got that job.
okay, well, I mean, is that what you plan on doing?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta talk to the girl who cried wolf. I can't move or none of that. You gotta talk to her. She's stuck on being a child, y'all. Somebody need to really give Iliana a reality check. She think life is just peaches and cream and she can just have everything her way. I keep telling her life ain't about her no more. She's grown.
So who leads the relationship? Huh?
Me.
So then what are you talking about? Like, if she says A and you say B, and then you end up doing A, who is leading the relationship?
She ain't leading no relationship.
Well, did you end up doing what she wanted to do, or did you end up doing what you knew as a man you needed to do?
I mean, no, I did what the doctor said I should do.
So the doctor said
she was in better condition. That it just be her. She be exactly.
So the doctor said you should stop going to work and take full-time care of her.
No, this happened tonight. This happened when this happened? Right before I had to go to work, right?
Thursday.
That happened on a Thursday. I couldn't go to work on that Friday. I could.
Well, even if you take one day off, fine. Take your day off, explain to your boss what's going on, and then get back to it double time after that.
I explained to him. My boss acting weird, man. I explained to him what was going on. I explained to him I don't have a badge, that they didn't give me a new badge so I can go to work.
And then he said,
he just says
where were you? Why weren't you at work? Like, he
bro,
did not just
all I can
explain
do
that.
is go to work and let them
Well,
know.
he said, where were you? Why weren't you at work?
Yeah,
He was like,
I was at work.
No show. He was like, I just told you my badge doesn't work. They said, you know, when you work at the stadium in the Falcon games, you gotta do Falcon credentials. They said his Falcon credentials did not go through.
There's a lot of shit you gotta do, man. They want
Okay,
you to
but hold
sign
on.
up online.
Do you guys have the phone that you called me on?
Yeah,
Right, you have that phone, right?
yeah.
So why don't you call into the job and
I
say,
didn't
hey,
have it with me. She had it, and I was at work, in the line, trying to get in work. You know, you
Right.
gotta stand outside the stadium at game one.
well, I get it, but then why not, say, hey, I'm sorry, sir.
I had them
I know this
email.
may sound crazy,
I
but
had them email him right then and there when they told me I couldn't come in there without that
HR
badge.
wouldn't let him
I
in.
email him and let him know what's going on because I don't have no phone. I was trying to be as professional as
so
I could.
then when he said no call, no show, why didn't you say why I emailed you? Because I didn't have a way to
I
call
already
you at the
told
time.
him. He already
said,
knew.
well,
He I don't know what's wrong with him, man. He act like he don't understand proper English. I told him I emailed. He do smoke weed though. He do smoke weed.
Well, listen. All right,
That's no
so
excuse.
all right, so here's the thing, right? Because a lot of people smoke weed. Here's the bottom line, though. I mean, because we've seen you smoking weed on camera, right? So it's not like a big deal as far as that goes. But that's a good segue because some people did have questions about
If I do text him, hey, I couldn't come in today. They said this, that, and the third. I need a new badge. How can I get this? You should email Maria. I'm asking Maria, but everybody's saying my supervisor. Which is him.
Well, why don't you email both of them?
I'm
Put
telling
both of them on the email
I
chain.
did email. I emailed Maria. Maria said you gotta talk to your chef about that. I tell him you gotta talk to Maria about that. This been like this.
All right, Tom. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Man, look at me.
West Side works, so they're just gonna resign to another job.
I just quit, bro, because it went from me not getting paid for 2 to 3 months to me trying to go to work.
What you mean you didn't get paid for 2 to 3 months?
Exactly what the fuck I said.
When
I
he
didn't
first
get paid.
started, everybody was getting paid, but they were trying to figure
I
out.
didn't get paid for 3 months, y'all.
Were trying to figure out what was going on. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you paid. They had to give him 3 checks in one. I'm not even lying. They had to give him 3 checks in one because they couldn't get stuff situated with him. And then he
You get paid every week, every 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks.
Okay,
So that's why you gotta get 3.
about a month and maybe a month and a half.
Not no 2 months.
But it was the fact that then he's supposed to get a stipend. And how long did it take after? Because everybody got a stipend. Because we all did a program. I did a program too.
I just don't get my money in time from these people.
And it
I don't
makes
never
him,
get my money in time from these
he
people.
has anxiety.
I don't get my money.
So
I don't get my money in time. I'm always missing hours off my check that I gotta go up there and say something about. They never put it back.
They,
Like, bro,
they still haven't
So
paid
listen,
me the last
why not go and get another job? Why not instead
what
of
I'm doing. That's why I
not
quit.
at the West Side West or whatever it is, right? Why not go get a factory job? Go get something where you're gonna have to get up at 4 in the morning, get your butt into the job, and you'll be done by 2 in the afternoon, something like that.
That got off the train and did tell us that UPS.
I know.
They were.
I know. I'm in the process of looking for a job. It ain't been nothing but I quit not even a whole week ago. Not even a whole week ago. It don't take a week to get in a whole nother job.
All right, man. And one of the things that some people wanted to get clarity about was, we see the weed stuff, whatever, but was there anything more, right? And the reason why people may say is because, that one time when you disappeared or whatever it was, and then I guess some people, when they just look and they're seeing you, they're like, I don't know if he looks like he might be something harder than just weed. So what's your response to that?
No.
Okay. All right, man.
Weed, mental health, and her.
Well,
I know I hold it together on camera people, but I got 8 personalities.
8 of them?
8 of them.
You're an octopus, huh?
Like,
I hold
I
shit together
his,
well on camera, but the only reason I got all this going on is because I was fucked up in the head. I can honestly say I'm doing great,
like when we
but I
first
still have my time.
When we first got together, he told me stuff that I would never have thought about him because he holds himself
Like,
really well from what
I'm
he
starting
if
off
he
with
told
this.
you
A lot of
whole
people from
story-
Atlanta know I've been kidnapped. Like, that's what a lot of people know me from.
You got kidnapped?
I got kidnapped by the Black Hammer Party.
Oh man, I've heard about Black
Yeah.
Hammer. You know, one of our interviewees, Charles.
Yeah, I remember.
Charles was,
we saw
yeah,
that
he was
together.
talking
He
about
was
them.
Like, bro, that was a safe. When we watched that interview together, and I think it was when we first got together, and we were like I was getting myself situated with him.
Yeah.
He was like, that was the same people that did that
but
shit to me.
So wait, so what happened? So what happened with you with Black Hammer?
Bro, hanging out with Wild Child, dumbass. That's how me and Wild Child know each other.
It's from Black Hammer?
Yes.
Did y'all go there together or did y'all meet there?
We met before, like when they was out in the streets, recruiting people and shit, and I just kept hanging out with them.
So I'm gonna ask you a tough question.
What?
Have you engaged in any homosexual activities or was any forced on you?
No, that wasn't forced on me.
Because that's what the whole deal with Black Hammer was. And that is certainly what the word about Wild Child was. Huh? Tone, look us in the eyes when we saying about this now.
Nah.
No, hold on now. You're not looking up.
Nah.
Okay, like now Wild Child was known for being on the, doing the same sex stuff or whatever.
He was.
Well, you was hanging out with him and
he used
he
to
used to stay here.
They
and
say
there was
birds
this
of a
training-
feather
there was,
flock.
like, there was this training that used to stay
He
in the
used to stay
same
here. I had
room
to
with
kick- I
him.
had to kick him and somebody out.
He had to kick them out.
I had to
He
kick
literally
him
told me
and
like,
somebody out.
when I first came here, I'm like, who the heck is all this stuff? He's like, that was Wild Child. That was that weird person that he used to mess around with.
Yeah.
I'm like, because when I came here, I cleaned up this whole.
I let him
apartment.
stay here for a week after he got.
So you had him in here and he was doing gay stuff, whatever.
I don't
Some
know.
people are gonna
I
say
don't
birds
know
of a
what- I don't
feather
know
flock
what the fuck
together.
That nigga was doing, but he had to get out of my house.
You didn't know what he was doing?
I wasn't
Tone,
really.
that's kind of like hard to believe.
Around that time, I wasn't really here, bro. I had just got the apartment, so I still was like out in the street doing street shit.
So tell me what happened with Black Hammer. What do you mean they kidnapped you?
Man, I don't really like talking about it. I don't like talking about it. I don't. That's the second time I've been kidnapped. I don't like to talk about that. That's
What age were you the first time you got kidnapped?
grown, man. 23.
So both of these times was when you was grown?
Yeah, I left from.
Could you not leave from Black Hammer? Like they wouldn't.
I mean, I ain't. Before all that shit went down, I ended up leaving. I got out the motherfucking house and I just ran.
So they were keeping you there against your will? How long?
Shit, about 2 months. That's it.
2 months? So what would your like normal day consist of during those 2 months?
I don't like to talk about that. I leave that behind me.
Like were they torturing you or something?
I had to do therapy and all that before that, so I just try not to talk about it.
Okay, well I mean I get it, but you brought it up,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
know, but
I didn't know anything about it until you brought it
But I
up.
have the right to share as much as that.
Oh, yeah, of
I
course
want.
you do,
So
you do,
that's
you
all
do.
That's all I'm volunteering to share.
Is
on
is
bro,
that
'cause-
traumatic?
Yes, I'm still dealing with trauma. I still deal
He's
with.
still
I've been
dealing with
kidnapped
trauma.
twice.
He's been dealing with trauma.
I've been
Look,
kidnapped.
Who was you
twice.
kidnapped from the first time?
Gang members, South Carolina, years ago.
So like a gang like Blood and Crip type deal? And why did they kidnap you?
I don't want to explain that. I don't care. I'm down with that.
He really don't. He
I don't.
has PTSD from that.
I don't.
Because look, when we first got together, he would have flashbacks and spaz out on me. Like I yelled, because I do have a yelling problem. I'm not gonna lie. When I yelled and got frustrated and still was doing my anger, I yelled at him. He blacked out, and I said, "Babe, stop!" And he was like, he blacked out because he does not like when yelling, and because of what happened with the kidnapping stuff, he has PTSD from that.
So
And the fact that he can black out on somebody if he goes back in that mindset
That shit
of
fucked
talking
me
about
up, bro. Like,
So-
it's still like, I never really healed from that. I just suppressed it
the
to
Black
my
Hammer
mind.
thing, that was probably like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
And so how
That was
and
when
so,
I first moved here.
and so you say that the
That
other
was right
thing
when I first moved here, but the other thing was
was
right,
when you was like 23.
yeah. it would
That was
be
like just a few
2023.
years ago.
It would be 2023, and that's what made me move to Atlanta, trying to escape that. Now I got kidnapped again. So I'm just trying to like.
Wait, so hold on. How long? So you was 2 months with Black Hammer. How long was you with the
About a month.
a month?
Yeah.
Dang, bro, you done got kidnapped twice.
Yeah.
And so are you still in therapy about that?
I get
Like-
one-on-one therapy. I get the whole.
How
nine.
often?
Anytime I want. With Grady,
Well, no, but how often do you go?
uh,
Then just keep it a buck.
I I don't look at it.
Okay, so what are you doing to? Because here's the thing, right? And I listen.
Hey, I look
you
at
know
like,
me. I'm gonna.
Life's
You
still gonna be life, and these
listen.
keep rolling, so I gotta
listen,
just keep
Tone.
on
You know
pushing,
me.
man.
You know I'm gonna press the envelope a little bit. All right, and sometimes. Hey, sometimes it's just what was meant to be, right? Because ultimately, like I said, I didn't bring this up, but you haven't been talking about it. You haven't been talking to the professionals about it. So maybe I'm here to at least just get you to at least.
I did a year. I did like a year of the other year therapy with all that.
So did it help though?
It helped.
In what ways? In what ways would you say that it helped?
Shit.
Because you seem to be still really triggered by it. Like you was able to bring it up, but then when I ask any questions, it's like because here's the thing. Here's the thing. And here's the thing. It's not just to get a salacious story.
I know, but talking about.
Hold on. Let me finish. Well, I don't want to give you flashbacks, but let me explain why I'm asking in the first place. The details is because this can honestly happen to anybody that's out there.
Yeah, this shit can happen to anybody, bro. It happens every day to people.
Well, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. To help people to prevent what so listen, without triggering yourself, help people to figure out how to avoid a situation like that. Like if you're out there and some people come up to you and they're saying
stay
this
away
and that,
from gangs, don't trust no sketchy people in jail talking about they trying to help you, that they want you to hold this, that, and the third. Just stay away from gangs. That's why.
Well, but what about the Black Hammer thing? That wasn't a gang per se. Like
that's
what I'm saying. So how did they come to you? How did they approach you?
I think that came from hanging around. I think that really just came from me hanging around Wild Child. Because 9 times out of 10.
Because is it true about the gay stuff with Black Hammer?
Yeah, that shit's true, bro.
Okay, so
they do that to some people. They do that to some people. They don't do that to everybody. Some motherfuckers they make just sit around and like produce music. They got a producer in there that they smack around. They do torture people because I did see one nigga, they put him in the tub, bro.
Did you ever get tortured?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't, but the threats of torture, the ones who didn't get tortured, we watched the threats of torture.
So then that was like, it was like the intimidation factor.
That was like intimidation. So you wouldn't like, yeah, this will happen to you if you try to leave type shit. I mean, I wasn't the only one that left before the shit went bad. It's a couple motherfuckers that.
Like I say, Charles say that he had got recruited. How did they recruit you? So I get it, you was hanging out with Wild Child, but like, how did you get into that house?
I rode with him.
So essentially, Wild Child recruited you.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on some music shit. When I got there, from my acknowledgement, it was supposed to be on some music shit. Niggas supposed to make music. I engineered, so they wanted me to engineer some shit. Once I got there and I start seeing all that shit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Start seeing all what?
And niggas getting smacked up, niggas forced producing. Basically, niggas forced to join this shit. Whatever the fuck this shit is. I'm like, okay, bro. I don't know what this is, but I don't want no parts. But I ain't say nothing until it was time for me to like, till I had opportunity to get the fuck up out of it.
Hey. All right. I ain't gonna press no more, man. I'm gonna let you be, but at some point, man, I'm gonna want to dive into how these things happen.
One of the niggas I know shot himself in the head.
Killed himself?
Yeah. Killed himself. And that was one of the niggas they used to have around that bitch with the gun, just pointing at everybody.
He killed himself.
He killed himself when they came to get him. When they came to get them boys, he killed himself.
When they came to get him, what you mean?
Alright, so after I left, I started seeing the shit like on the news. I guess they bust the house or like bust guys in, I don't know.
Right.
And shit, the dude who was doing all the torturing the niggas, he killed himself. He shot himself in the head. Yeah.
Hey.
He wasn't no older than 19.
19?
Yeah. Young dude.
So who was at the head of this Black Hammer organization?
Black weird looking nigga with glasses and dreads.
What was his name?
Like Gazi, some shit like that, bro. It took a lot of goddamn therapy for me to suppress this shit in the back of my mind. Sometimes I really forget about it. Sometimes I remember.
Well, you don't want to suppress it though. That's not the right way. You don't want to suppress it. In other words, you want to get to the point in life where you can openly talk about it,
talk about this.
and it doesn't trigger you.
That takes years. Being realistic.
Listen, honestly, listen. there's no set time period. So
I mean,
it could take years, it could take less.
I mean, for him to just like be with me not even a year and talk to me about most of the stuff that happened to him, I support. I mean, I'm like, wow, that's a lot for one person holding. I appreciate that he trusts me enough
a lot of the
to talk to me about.
A lot of the progress that I really made was from one-on-one therapy, group therapy at Grady. Shout out Temple Park Place. Shout out to my case manager Ken, because he did a lot of like programming for me to get me through that. Like I had to go through a lot of help.
Like he came here the other day and was like, y'all don't even have to worry about going to the place that we're about to move. And he was like, I'll bring the application here. I see how he asked him every time he come here, he would just come here and check on him like, hey, you doing? How's your job? You okay? How you feeling?
But
like,
from my psyche valve that I just did, they say I'm a low risk.
No, I get it. Not all psyche valves are created equal, right? So you could be or you could not be. You know what I'm saying? But all right, well, look, I listen. The stuff that I said earlier still stands, man. I empathize with you for the things you've gone through. But if they say that you're a low risk and everything else, you got to work, man. You
I know,
you
man.
gotta
That's
like,
my
you
biggest
can't be
thing,
like
bro.
making these kind of excuses. You
I
know,
ain't making no excuses, man. I just got tired of going through all type of bullshit with that job, bro. Like, it seemed like, yeah, it's a good job. I love the job to death, but it's just always something with these people, and why I need to figure it out. Everybody just looking at me like I'm supposed to figure this shit out. I'm like, yo, I'm telling y'all, I have to go through chain of command. I got to go through chain of command. So how the hell can I get a new badge if you're not putting in the request for it? I told you about this 2 months ago when we had.
I get it, but listen, then put your foot to the pavement and go find you another job, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, and so, but no, under no circumstances can you allow you guys to fall behind on different things. And, you know, it happens, right? It happens to the best of us, and people, I think people will be there for you if they see you doing your part. And then you say, hey, this just happened. Do you mind if you could do this and that? Maybe that would be okay, right? But like, just like asking for the cash apps and stuff like that, and then you see y'all on camera. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Asking for the cash apps. We see y'all on camera eating the takeout food, and you know she had the nails on, and you know it just wasn't necessarily. I didn't even notice it during the video,
most
but
of the time I don't know about that, y'all. She did that to my mama and my daddy too. Half of the time I don't know. She don't even know when she's
well, look, I get it, man. I get it, but don't be throwing her under the bus, man.
Most of the time she don't need it. So in the parentheses, I'm gonna start putting.
Well, hold on. Well, hold on now, because you say she don't need it, but the reason why I'm over here in this rain, which traffic was horrible, because everybody's getting out the city because the governor declared a state of emergency, I guess. So all the government workers got out early. I don't know, but
from the hurricane,
Helena or something.
Yeah, so
Florida is coming towards this way.
Yeah, but then we ain't supposed to get that rain off there.
Well, it's gonna be really, really heavy rain. Actually tomorrow and going into Friday morning. So from Thursday night to Friday morning is supposed to be like kind of the heaviest part. And so there may be trees down, there may be power outages, things like that.
I mean, I heard.
And so the point is that I had to come over here, frankly, right, because you guys have a bill that you need to pay.
Yep.
And you know, and so you know, I just want you to make sure that you're doing your job, man.
Yeah.
Make sure that you staying on your square, black man. We got to do that now.
The bills would have been paid if she ain't had no nails.
Listen. She say she took that, so that's not true.
Yes, no, she stole.
Okay, well then, that has nothing to do with the money coming in and out. Then, if she essentially got that without spending any money
from me, no, she didn't get that without spending no money, y'all. She lying. She went on my
I'm
card.
not lying.
She went on my card without me knowing and ordered them nails and $20 glue. And that's what I had that money for. That's what I had that money stashed away for, the lights.
All right. Yeah, listen. Young couples go through things. Young couples have financial issues. It's not like you guys are the only one, okay? Trust me when I tell you. All young couples
get
I mean,
me a
she
job.
young. It's the living at large.
Both of y'all are young.
It's the
Let
living,
me
but
let me
a lot
let
of
me let me
things I
correct you
know
there.
we
Both of
young.
y'all are young.
We are both young.
Okay.
But I know how to stay down. I'll sit in here and eat oodles and noodles if I
Well
ain't
then, pay
my bills.
but then you're the leader then, right? That's why
she doesn't want to do that. She likes to eat fish. I don't want to eat this today.
Bro,
Brother.
I just told you last night I'm about to get a job.
Brother Tone.
All right.
Who's the leader of this relationship?
Me.
Don't abdicate your responsibilities.
Yeah,
don't
but a
don't push them onto
a
her.
Relationship don't just go one way, y'all.
Well, it goes the direction that the leader takes.
Hold on. Before you pin this all on me that I'm lazy and shit, what did you say that I could do before we got together? You said that what you believe in is that the man takes care of the family and I could cook and clean and be a stay-at-home mom. That's what he told me when we first got together. So I started believing that. Then it started getting too much on top of me. And I'm like, well,
you didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom. So
I said I would start trying to work. And I'm literally looking for jobs. I was up half of the night until the power went out to look for jobs. Because I am trying to find a job. Because I'm trying to be helpful so you don't think I'm just a kid that don't want to be responsible. I know how to work. I am good at working. Because when I did work, I worked every day as much as I could. Even on my off days when they said, bro, you don't got to work. I said, I don't care. I will work.
All right.
Y'all got a lot showing to do me right now, y'all. We're in that stage of the relationship.
You say what?
She got a lot showing. I done held up my end of every bargain.
Well, hold on now. I'm gonna challenge you on that because if you initially came to her and said, "I believe that the woman doesn't have to work,"
Okay,
and that
but once
the
she-
man,
once
hold
she
on,
came-
slow down,
I understand
hold
what
on,
you're
let me
saying, but
finish,
once
hold
she
on,
said she didn't wanna do that,
tone. Don't sit here and say that you held up your end of the bargain. If when I point out where you did it, then you want to overtalk me.
No, that's not my first time.
Right.
That's not my first
Okay.
time doing this for her. I do this for every female I'm with.
Well, okay,
She wants to work.
All right. Well, listen, man, I ain't gonna put more on y'all than y'all
She
need.
yells at me about being a stay-at-home. I don't want to do this. I feel like I don't have no purpose in life.
Well, she just said she wants to get a job, so I get it. No worries, right? Like I say, young couple things, it happens.
I just,
all right,
look,
but
I just want the family to be happy.
To wrap it up, right?
Iliana's
To wrap it up, right? Iliana's good. It's always good to get that reassurance of love and everything else, right? And so listen, she says she's gonna work, but you gotta get on your square too, man. You gotta get on your square
Bro,
too.
one thing about me, bro, I've been taking care of all this before I even met her, and it's always gonna be taken care of.
All right.
Job ain't nothing to me. Like, I can get a job like that.
Well, getting a job is one thing, but keeping it and being able to maintain and take care of your family is a higher level.
I need a job that's gonna do their part.
There's plenty of jobs out there. They all pay paychecks, so I'm sure you can find one that'll pay you on time and everything else. All right.
Yeah. See, that's my only problem with jobs, bro. Like, I got PTSD from that. You don't understand how often this happens to me, Mark.
Well, listen, I empathize.
In the last 3 years of me having jobs, this happens every job. Not getting paid all the time.
Well, we got to switch the type of jobs we get.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's a restaurant.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, you need
just the restaurant business,
man,
dog.
take your
Like-
butt to a factory, man, and work your 8 to 10 hours
Like, just be the restaurant thing.
and make
I
your
don't know.
$20, $25 an hour and keep it moving.
But I
You know what I'm
look
saying?
at it like, yeah, because now I'm starting to want to do construction again.
All right, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all day. We appreciate y'all, all right? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Y'all know that. Definitely, cool it on the Cash App request and everything. Just let people send it to you organically. And I'm still gonna try to do a virtual baby shower for this little fella right here. We're gonna try to get you a virtual baby shower, man. We're gonna worry about this baby first and foremost. All right? All right, listen, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Definitely wish y'all nothing but the best, all right?
What big one?
Mosquitoes.
Oh, Lord. All right, y'all make sure y'all have a good one, okay? All right.